Hi everyone, this is Dr.Sriram here to explain about something interesting. So before that, I am going to asking all one question: Can human beings become immortal? Till now, no one has become immortal as of such. There is no any scientific proof for it yet. I hope so. If you found any proofs for that, you can share it with me. So coming to the topic, so we are gonna see about the Sirtuins, which are known to be also the longevity genes. So, what is the structure of the sirtuins? Sirtuins are the ancient proteins that have a highly conserved structures across all the kingdoms of life. That means that even from the smallest organism, we have the same structure of the sirtuins is present. That's what they are coming to say that. So it simply tells you that we have evolved from these smaller organisms. So now number of members of Sirtuins. There are 7 members of the Sirtuin family named from Sirt1 to Sirt7. So how they are localized. So the subcellular localization of Sirtuins depends on 3 factors, that is cell type, stress status and molecular interactions. For example, Sirt1 to 6 and 7 are mostly found in the nucleus, while Sit3 and 5 are in the mitochondria and Sit2 is primarily in the cytoplasm. So, what are the potential therapeutic targets, like how they are used for the therapy? So, Sit twins are potential therapeutic targets for many conditions, including cancer, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases. You can see how common diseases can be treated using this Sit twins when they are targeted upon. So, how do they play a role in these therapies? We are going to see that. So, Sit twins are important for the DNA repair, which helps to prevent the cell senescence. So, what is the trying to say that is it is they are involved in the DNA repair by Sirtuins regulate the DNA damage response pathways such as base excision repair, nucleotide excision repair, homologous recombination, and non-homologous engineering. These are the pathways in which the Sirtuins work, and they prevent these damages. They repair these damages happen to the DNA. So these are the mechanism by which the Sirtuins act. They regulate the DNA damage response pathways, which are very important to prevent the senescence of the cell. What is the role in the stem cell biology? Sirtuins are important regulators of the stem cell biology, including the pluripotent stem cells. The pluripotent stem cells are the ones which come from the basic, that is they are the primitive cells from which every organ is formed, and even RBCs and every other cells, as you name it, they come from this pluripotent stem cells and they are regulated by the Sirtuins. What is and embryogenesis basically and development of the organisms also happens in the same way with the Sirtuins, and they also play a role in the metabolic kidney diseases and we can prevent them as we should. So, how do they do this? We saw the DNA repair mechanisms are regulated by the Sirtuins, whereas we have gene expression. It is also being regulated by the Sirtuins. They deacetylate the histones, which closes the chromatin and silences the gene expression. And then we have this protein activity. The next step is also regulated by the Sirtuin. They deacetylates the non-histone protein, which modifies their activity. So almost everything is regulated by Sirtuins. Name it, there will be Sirtuins. So metabolic pathways, Sirtuins regulate metabolic pathways and influence metabolic adaptation. We are going to see this in the next slide. So we saw that Sirtuins are about 1 to 7, but as of now, we have much knowledge only about the Sirtuin 1 because we haven't done many research upon it. So basically, when we saw the Sirtuin 1, it acts on the adipose tissue. What happens in the adipose tissue is that it increases the lipolysis, the fat breakdown occurs, and insulin sensitivity is also increased, and then lipid profile is decreased. So this can be used for the dyslipidemia also. And the metabolism is also increasing here by insulin secretion. So metabolism is increased, and insulin secretion is also increased by the certain one, and the fat metabolism is also increased, and then lipid profile is decreased here. So we saw that how this repair mechanism and how it regulated the genes and how it suppressed the genes chromatin from being histone deacetylase, how it works we saw above. So that's how it is can be used for the cancer for tumor suppressions, like genome stability it can take it, and we can have the transcriptional activity, or the p53 is also decreased here, tumor suppression is increased, and genome stability is also increased. So we know that telomeres are something which is present in the end of the DNA, which provides the cell division. As the telomeres getting shortened, the cell goes into apoptosis. We know this. So the cell aging is also prevented by telomerase stabilization. So small we'll see the sequence and the telomeres. So the telomere sequence is this, and as the cell divides, this becomes less. And upon 7 to 8 cell divisions, the cell goes into senescence because this gets sliced up as the cell divides. So this can be prevented by this Sirtuin, which stabilizes the telomeres. So how to naturally increase the Sirtuin? So one way is by doing exercise, physical exercise. It should be of good category and consistency. If you maintain, we can naturally increase the Sirtuin. And when we do a calorie restriction, as you know, when calorie intake decreases, we can have the Sirtuin increased. So I will talk about this, how to naturally increase the Sirtuin in the next topic as well. We know that many of people who have restricted this calories and exercise, and they would be de-aging. They are like kind of a smaller examples how the Sirtuins play a major role in de-aging and longevity and giving immortality to the cells. As of now, there isn't no one with immortality. But yeah, I will talk about explain about everything in the next video about how to increase the Sirtuins naturally and even chemically. There are many chemical compounds which can be used to increase the Sirtuins. Thank you all.